I'm speaking on behalf of our research and development organization and how we've really trying to invent new materials and work with the industry as a whole to develop new solutions as options for our businesses all over the world. So a little bit about us. You know PepsiCo well from the beverage standpoint and food standpoint. I'm on the food side of the business, and really that's the flexible packaging. I've been in flexible packaging my whole career, roughly 35 years now, and really the big thing about PepsiCo in this case is with great scale comes great responsibility. A lot of the keynotes this morning talked about how scale is really driving. We need to develop these solutions that get to scale, that drive to the right economies, and so we'll talk a little bit about those different elements today. So I want to always kind of ground you with, here's the basics of what we do from a foods standpoint, and it's roughly the same all over the world, and then focus on both recycling and how we're trying to reinvent packaging, and really applaud the industry a little bit for the developments that have occurred over the last few years. Our basic structures are all the same. The most important thing in our space is moisture barrier. We get that through metallized films primarily, not aluminum foil, but metallized films. And around the world, depending on where you are, they're basically the same basic construction, and that's one of our advantages, is as we develop new solutions, we can deploy them globally as needed and based on regulations and the environment that we have. So, and flexible packaging I've always been a huge fan of because it is the most sustainable.
I am based at kind of the intersection of our packaging and our sustainability practices, and on top of that I lead our circularity work, and so I'm here to talk about sustainable packaging and then quite a lot about what was in the previous presentation. What I'll be walking through today is the third or fourth round of a global survey that we put together, what we call our Global Sustainability Packaging Consumer Sentiment Survey, because apparently we can't find shorter titles. But what this is we went around and we found 11 countries that we wanted to survey to kind of get a mix of the global perspective. You can see them behind me. I won't go one by one. And we asked tons of questions about product purchase decisions, and then within that, what do people care about within packaging, and then within that, what do they care about within sustainability in packaging? And we've tried to pull that together into this little slideshow to talk about what we found. But behind this are all of these kind of 11,000 plus responses, and we have the ability to kind of slice and dice things by generation, neighborhood, income level, geography, all of those sorts of things. I won't be going into that because there's enough kind of numbers and maps in this presentation as is, and I don't want to bore you more than I have to, but please do reach out if some of this does get interesting, and I can go into that level of depth with you all. All right, so top down, what have we learned? So as I said, we've done this quite a few times. What I've done here is compare 3 separate runs of the survey, the one that was in 2020, the one that was in 2023, and now the one that I've done here in 2025, which means 2020 was kind of early COVID, 2023 was peak inflation, and now 2025 we have, what are we going to call this? Tariff uncertainty? Something kind of along these bounds. And we have kind of, I'll make sure this presentation is available to all of you, or you can take a picture, so I won't go word by word here. If I do start doing that, one of you guys with the camera, please throw something at me, because that's boring. So, starting off.
We just had our Rigid Summit recently, and